Shima Sakon, the ghost of Sekigahara. In the midst of feudal Japan, where honor and betrayal danced a deadly waltz, emerged a figure shrouded in mystery. He was Shima Sakon, the silent strategist of Sekigahara, a man whose legend echoes through the ages like the whisper of a katana. The 16th century in Yamato province was a tempest of clashing ambitions and shifting allegiances. Samurai were forged in the fires of constant war, their loyalty as fragile as the morning dew. Yet, from this chaos arose Shima Sakon, a warrior unlike any other. His strength wasn't in brute force, but in the keenness of his mind, a mind that saw the battlefield as a canvas of possibilities. Sakon wasn't driven by the thirst for personal glory that consumed many of his contemporaries. He was a scholar of war, a silent observer who dissected battles with the precision of a surgeon. He studied the strategies of his enemies, anticipated their moves, and learned to exploit their weaknesses. This intellectual prowess set him apart, marking him as a strategist of unparalleled potential, a silent puppeteer on the grand stage of war. His early service to the Tsutsui clan and later to the formidable Toyotomi Hideyoshi honed his skills, sharpening his mind like a whetstone against steel. But it was his fateful bond with Ishida Mitsunari that would define his destiny, intertwining their fates in the tapestry of history. Mitsunari, a brilliant administrator, possessed the mind for governance but lacked the battlefield acumen. Sakon became his shield, his sword, his very war soul, a silent guardian against the storm. Sakon's character was a study in unwavering loyalty and quiet resolve, a testament to the stoic ideals of the samurai. He eschewed grand pronouncements and theatrical displays, preferring the language of action over empty words. His strength lay in his ability to maintain calm amidst chaos, to make wise decisions under immense pressure, and to inspire through the power of his example. He embodied the essence of a true samurai: honor, duty, and the profound power of silence. While other generals reveled in the pomp and circumstance of war, Sakon embraced a philosophy of stark simplicity. He believed that true strength lay not in ostentatious displays of power, but in the efficient and precise application of force. His reputation grew not through boastful claims, but through decisive actions that spoke volumes, leaving his enemies in awe and his allies in admiration. Sakon was a master of maneuver warfare, a silent conductor orchestrating a symphony of movement and deception. He flanked his enemies with the grace of a phantom, exploited their weaknesses with surgical precision, and struck at the perfect moment, leaving them reeling in confusion. Forests became his traps, rivers his impenetrable walls, and the swirling fog his silent ally, concealing his movements and amplifying his mystique. He trained his men not to rely on brute force, but on a heightened sense of awareness, a connection to the battlefield that transcended mere sight. He taught them to listen for the faintest footsteps in the grass, to read the subtle shifts in the wind, and to sense the slightest hesitation in an opponent's strike. He transformed them into silent hunters, attuned to the rhythms of war. Intelligence gathering was Sakon's hidden edge, his secret weapon in the game of war. He read the terrain like an ancient scroll, deciphering its secrets and unlocking its potential. He analyzed enemy movements with the precision of a poet, finding patterns and predicting their next move. Before every battle, Sakon would walk the field alone at dawn, a solitary figure communing with the land, memorizing every ridge, dip, and tree that could be turned into an advantage, transforming the landscape into his personal chessboard. In an age consumed by ambition and the relentless pursuit of power, Sakon sought only victory, or, failing that, an honorable survival. He was a realist, his worldview shaped by the brutal truths of war, a pragmatist who understood the cost of every decision. He won battles not with reckless bravado, but with meticulous planning, unwavering discipline, and the ability to adapt swiftly to changing circumstances, a silent chameleon blending seamlessly into the chaos of war. It was said that when Sakon spoke, even the most hardened warriors listened with rapt attention, hanging on his every word. He commanded respect not through fear or intimidation, but through his undeniable competence and his unwavering commitment to his men. A leader of few words, each one chosen with the precision of a master craftsman, he spoke volumes with his actions, inspiring his troops to follow him into the heart of darkness. The year was 1600. The place, Sekigahara, a name that would forever be etched in the annals of Japanese history. The fate of the nation hung precariously in the balance, teetering on the edge of a knife. As Ishida Mitsunari's army prepared for the inevitable clash, Sakon, ever the strategist, took command of the vulnerable left flank, a position that would test his skills and his resolve to their very limits. Outnumbered and relentlessly pressed by Tokugawa Ieyasu's advancing forces, he orchestrated a masterclass in delay tactics, a symphony of feints, ambushes, and misdirection designed to buy time and disrupt the enemy's advance. He transformed the terrain into a weapon, a silent ally in his desperate struggle. He created choke points, forcing the enemy into narrow corridors where their numerical advantage was nullified. He laid cunning ambushes, springing traps that decimated their ranks and sowed chaos in their formations. He used the rolling hills to mask his movements, appearing and disappearing like a phantom, and the dense woods to scatter the enemy's formations, turning their advance into a disorganized mess. For hours, his flank held like iron, a testament to his tactical brilliance and the unwavering courage of his men. Messenger after messenger arrived with urgent updates, each one more dire than the last. The right flank was faltering, reserves were dwindling, and the situation was rapidly deteriorating. But Sakon stood firm, a rock in the face of the storm, his resolve unyielding. His decisions, his sacrifices, bought precious time, preserved countless lives, and gave Mitsunari a glimmer of hope in the gathering darkness. But victory, as it often does, was stolen not by force of arms, but by the insidious hand of betrayal. Allies within the Western Army, swayed by promises of power and wealth, turned their coats, shattering the fragile unity of the coalition. Treachery broke the line, unraveling the carefully woven tapestry of Sakon's strategy. The carefully balanced chessboard he had crafted with such precision collapsed under the crushing weight of shifting loyalties, leaving him exposed and vulnerable. Wounded in the thick of the fray, Sakon's fate became the stuff of legend, a mystery that has captivated historians and storytellers for centuries. Some say he fell with honor, defending his men to the last, a silent sentinel guarding their retreat. Others whisper that he vanished into the swirling fog, a shadow returning to the silence from whence he came, leaving behind only whispers and unanswered questions. Sakon left behind no grand monument, no elaborate tomb to mark his passing. He possessed no family heirloom, no tangible reminder of his existence. But his legacy is etched in the minds of every student of strategy, every warrior who seeks to understand the true meaning of leadership. True leadership, he taught, isn't about shouting orders from a position of power. It's about earning the trust and respect of your men, inspiring them through integrity and unwavering commitment. It's about leading by example, showing them that you are willing to share their burdens and face the same dangers. In a world consumed by ambition and the relentless pursuit of personal gain, Sakon stood as a beacon of unwavering loyalty, a testament to the enduring power of duty. While others chased power and wealth, he chose to serve his Lord even when the odds were stacked against him. Even when hope seemed to fade into the distance, He stayed true to his principles, a silent guardian of honor in a world of treachery. His name is still spoken in hushed whispers among warriors and scholars alike, a testament to the enduring power of his legend. Not as a general who craved recognition or sought personal glory, but as a man who shaped battles with silence, not spectacle, a master strategist who understood the power of restraint. He proved that strength isn't always loud and boisterous, that the sharpest weapon is often the one that remains unseen, the silent force that shapes events from the shadows. His legacy lives on in the silence, in the stillness before battle, in the quiet contemplation of strategy. It lives in every quiet warrior who serves something greater than himself, who understands the power of duty and the importance of honor. Sakon's tale is not one of glory seized, but of honor preserved, a testament to the enduring power of the samurai spirit. But while Sakon faded into legend, his story becoming a whispered tale in the annals of history, another shadow stirred, a new figure emerging from the darkness to claim his place in the pantheon of legendary warriors. He didn't lead armies or command vast legions. He moved alone, a solitary figure shrouded in mystery. He wore no armor, carried no banners, and made no grand pronouncements. Just silence and a blade, his only companions in the darkness. He was Hanzo, the Shadow King, a master of stealth and assassination, a ghost of war who haunted the battlefields of feudal Japan. If you like Assassin's Creed, you'll love what comes next. The Shadow King Hanzo. Descend further into the shadows and uncover the secrets of feudal Japan. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to be the first to witness the Shadow King Hanzo. Share this video with fellow history buffs, samurai enthusiasts, and fans of Japanese culture. Let's unravel the legend of Hanzo together and explore the hidden world of the ninja.